It is our pleasure to welcome in, straight out of Waterloo, Iowa, and a Columbus Catholic high school football star, and played both ways, we should note, as a defensive back and a quarterback, the head coach of Kansas State, Chris Klieman. Coach, great to have you back.
Where did you get your research from?
Well, we got to go deep sometimes to be a little bit different than everybody else.
What was my mascot's name at Columbus? Did you know that one?
I don't know the mascot.
It was a sailor.
It was a sailor.
Yeah, makes sense, huh?
Okay.
That makes perfect sense. Hey, do you have anybody that could emulate what you did playing both ways on your team this year?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure there's a few of them. But back in the day, that was what you did in the 80s. You played both ways because you didn't want to come off the field. Now, you know, we didn't play as many plays as they're playing now, though, either. So it's I think Siegel our safety, could play wide out and play a solo safety for sure. You know, Avery could probably.
Avery
could play corner.
He is a fantastic athlete.
Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah.
What do you like the hair? By the way,
absolutely.
Yeah. If I could grow the hair like that,
me too. I think there's a number of us like that, but he wears it well, and that's a signature for him. Been like that for a long, long time.
I'm just hoping it shows up in the new video game, that he has the flowing hair out of the helmet.
That's a good point. I have not seen that video game yet. So,
Chris Klieman is with us on BYU Sports Nation. 9-4 last year. Didn't play BYU. This year you get BYU as your Big 12 opener in Provo. And I know that you told us last year you've got a long respect for BYU and Lavelle Edwards and everything that goes in there. So what do you anticipate when your team takes the field for that Big 12 opener against BYU?
Kalani better be nice to me. You know, he better take me out to eat the night before. He and his dad will take me out to eat. We had a great week with Kalani and his dad. My wife and I did in Hawaii this year. And so tremendous amount of respect for him. But it's going to be a great environment. I think a lot of our fans will come out. I think that's going to be a neat trip for our fans. And I think that's the one thing that excites me, and it should excite all the Big 12 teams, is just going to the different venues and seeing Big 12 football. And I don't even know your guys' schedule, especially the away games, but you're going to play in some tremendous venues, and we're looking forward to going to Provo.
You know, it's interesting. When BYU was an independent for so long, you kind of forget what it's like to be part of a conference. And now in year 2 in the Big 12, you're sort of reminded of just the camaraderie that there is. And there's certainly in the heat of the battle,
yeah.
Things can get heated, but just the camaraderie of this conference, and it's changing, but still, what do you make of this conference and the direction that it's going?
Well, for starters, as coaches, we have a tremendous amount of respect for each other, and that's apparent when we get together at different venues, whether it's today or whether it was in Arizona in May, the respect that we all have for one another. But I'm excited about where this conference is going. I don't know how anybody could have picked an order of finish.
Wild.
You know, and somebody said, hey, we were picked second, and I'm like, okay, you know, we could have been picked 13th. I don't know how anybody could tell, because of the influx of talent every year coming into these schools from a transfer portal, as well as you can tell me all the teams that were in the Big 12 last year really know what Utah, Arizona State, Colorado's roster really is. I mean, it's just a crapshoot, and I don't take a whole lot of solace in any of that stuff. We just go and get ready in August and see who we're going to play and go to work.
But expectations are high, and there's a reason for them being high for you. You have a really, really good team. What excites you about this group?
The fact that we have so many kids that have been in the program 4, 5, and 6 years. That's hopefully a sign of stability and maturity, that a lot of our kids have been around us. We've been our staff's going in our 6th year now. We have a really good strength staff. We have really good kids in our program that hold each other accountable to a standard that they expect. And when you have kids that are 4th, 5th, and 6th year guys, the little problems don't ever come my way. They handle the stuff in the locker room. And so the fact that we have so many guys returning, we're going to have a true sophomore quarterback that is a special talent, but he's only played a couple of games, and so we've got to surround him with really good talent. We think we've got to stay healthy, just like everybody else. If you stay healthy, you got a chance.
The head coach of Kansas State, Chris Klieman, is on BYU Sports Nation. I want to go back to something you just said about Kalani Sitake, because there is a bond there. And you told us about it last year, but to remind BYU fans of where that began and how it began, walk us through the timeline of your relationship and that development with Kalani and Timberly Sitake.
Yeah, just have great respect for Kalani. Haven't known him very long, but just different events and stuff and coaches conventions and things that I've gotten to see him at, and just tremendous amount of respect for him as a person. And then being able to spend a week with him this past February, and he brought his dad. It was really cool. He got to spend a lot of time with my wife. They hit it off really well. It just a genuine person and a genuine guy that's a really good football coach, and I'm glad that he's in our league.
Without question, that core growing old together was such a prominent and paramount part of what you accomplished at North Dakota State.
Yep.
It was amazing to watch, like year to year, that maturity and teams get better and better. So since moving to Kansas State, what parts of the culture you established there have you seen emulate or make its way into Manhattan?
Yeah, it's finally a player-led team, and I think that's really important, especially in today's day and age of college football. Of, the transfer portal, we'll bring a few transfers in, but they got to get through our group of guys first. It's not, hey, I like him, he's a good football player, now let's get him around 7 or 8 of our guys and let those guys decide, do they fit with the type of guys you want to play with, the type of guys you want to be in that locker room. And they hold each other accountable, whether it's on the field, whether it's off the field, whether it's in community service. And when you have guys that have a voice and have no problem expressing that voice. I mean, there's all these guys are with me today. Mott and Austin Moore have been with me now the whole time. We recruited them. We're going into our 6th year together. Avery's been at 2 years. The other 2 have been, one with me 5, one with me 3. They know who we are, and there's nobody walking around on eggshells in our program. Everybody, we're honest with the guys. We're going to challenge them. We're going to love them too. And it's fun because the more time they're in our program, the more comfortable they get, and the more they can give the messaging for us. There's stuff that I say, the strength coach says, the coordinator say, but man, it's our kids saying it at captain's practice. It's our kids saying it in the locker room. It's our kids saying it out in the community because they know that they want to make sure we're represented in a positive manner.
Well, the dynamic that you're talking about in terms of, guys coming in and you have to implement them, is it becoming harder and harder to be able to find those player-led, discussions, and is because there is so much turnover sometimes?
Yeah, absolutely, there is. But you're going to find out you're either going to fall in line with this or you ain't going to last very long. And it's not falling in line with myself and Coach Drew and some of our staff. It's doing things the way that we do, whether it's in a weight room or at a workout or wherever it may be. But we vet a lot of the kids that come into our program. And we want to make sure of that because you're only as good as your locker room. And that's not just on the field, but, man, I want to make sure that you don't hear about K-State in the news.
Yeah. I have to bring up DJ Giddens. He's a returning leading rusher and certainly will be a dynamic duo there with Avery Johnson at quarterback. What have you seen from him that isn't already out there on film that everybody knows?
Well, he's not an all-conference performer, so he knows that from the preseason. But I think DJ Giddens is one of the best running backs in the country because he's an every down back. And he can punch it up in there. He can make people miss. He can hit a home run. He's got great hands out of the backfield, and he's really good in pass protection. And so we're going to still give him a bunch of carries, and he's going to be a guy that's going to be an integral part of our offense. For us to be successful, it's going to have to be the Dylan Edwards that we got on transfer, the Jace Browns, the Keegan Johnson, some of our other wide receivers that are so talented, of those guys taking some of the pressure off of Avery and DJ.
Well, I want to ask you about defense before we let you go. I mean, last year the defense was phenomenal. You have so many of your top tacklers back, and a lot of those key pieces on that side of the ball are back. What is this defense? What can this defense do for you and this program this year?
We've got to continue to create more turnovers and limit explosive plays. We were better the back end of the year, but we still gave up too many explosive plays. And I'm convinced in today's day and age of football, if you make somebody drive 80 yards in 10 plays, they're going to make a mistake. But if you give them a couple 30-yard plays, it's pretty easy to end up in the end zone. And so we've got to continue to develop depth so that we can make sure and play a lot of guys, get the ball back to our offense and with turnovers and with stops. And we're going to do some different things on defense. We've been a 3-3-5. We're going to stay as a base out of that, but we're going to do some different things because we have a lot of really good defensive linemen.
Okay, Coach, we'll finish with this. Manhattan, Kansas, we learned from Avery, it has this great beef steak, Wagyu beef he was talking about.
Phenomenal.
Like, you need to try it out. What else do BYU fans and Big 12 fans need to know about Manhattan and things to do other than football in Kansas State?
Oh, there's great local cuisine, for sure. You go down to Aggieville, there's a place called Taco Luce that has the best peanut butter tacos you've ever had.
Oh,
Peanut butter tacos?
Yes.
Oh.
Phenomenal.
Does Kalani know about this? He'll be excited.
You can bring some when you come out to Provo?
Maybe I'll see if I can do it. They have phenomenal peanut butter tacos, and it's got some peanut butter, some steak, some bacon, some jalapeno, some sriracha. Oh, my gosh.
Jason, are you taking notes?
I zoned out.
Everybody I take there, they're like, I'm not going to eat a peanut butter taco, and I order them one. They're like, that's the best taco I've ever had.
I've never even heard of a peanut butter taco.
Come to Manhattan.
Okay.
Hey, listen, Kansas State's a great college community,
Yes.
great sports. Now we have even more reason.
There's more reason.
Go.
There it is.
Coach, we appreciate the time. Your class act, always good to talk.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me, guys.